Hi Pisces, what's happening? Okay, darlings, this is your collective predictive reading for the 11th through the 18th of August 2025. God has blessed it for us. Thank you, gracious Heavenly Father. If you want to book a personal thing, Pisces, yep, you should. Information is just beneath this video. Going back to the old school, I'm doing my love, career, and financial reading for this coming week. So we'll look at all those and see what we get. Yeah, let's get it poppin'. All right, for your recent past, we got the Queen of Cups here in love. So in love, we've also got for your present the Seven of Cups, water energy, you all die. And then we've got the Hanged Man, which is your secondary major arcana. First arcana for you is the moon, and then this is your secondary, your backup guy. You're the Hanged Man here. So kind of a personal reading. I had a feeling you were going to show up, and you still might as the moon. So that would be really cool. Overall for you, you got the Eight of Swords. So really in your mind, which is not really where, it's not your best operating point. You are emotionally gifted. You know, some people are intellectually gifted of their mind. You are emotionally gifted of your heart and spirit, which, excuse me, I always favor that because the mind plays tricks. And that's what it's doing in this Eight of Swords. I mean, look at her. Her reality, she ain't got no crows. She ain't tired. She's somewhere meditating and praying. But the reflection, her mind, her mirror is she's tied up. She can't see. She can't move. It's all these things that are nigging and nagging at her. And that ain't even the reality. Here's the reality. So it's that example of how your mind can really be deceptive, which is not where you live. You live in your emotions. So that's where you need to focus on. And I feel like this week, I don't know if you've been guided that you need to be more cerebral, that you need to be more intellectual, that you need to stop listening to your feelings all the time. Well, fuck that, Pisces, because anybody who's telling you to be like that does not know you. And I can't say if they care for you truly or not, but I know that they don't know you well. Because if they did, they would know that that's your superpower. That is your strength, your spiritual awareness, your emotional awareness. That is where you really peak, where you're psychic, where you're optimal. You know what I mean? So if somebody's telling you you need to snap out of your feelings and get into your mind, don't listen to it, because this is where you head. This is what you feel when you're all in your mind. Confusion, deception, lies, that's not your strength. Well, your strength is what you feel. So always, always, always go with that. Now, coming to love in your recent past, this is you and your energy, the Queen of Cups. You know, she's half submersed in the water and half submersed above it, but she's looking to the heavens. She's looking to her spiritual, emotional foundation, and that's where she's getting her real insight, her real wisdom, just like you. So I feel like recently you've probably been listening to that when it comes to love. Even if you can't explain it, you know, sometimes logically it doesn't make quote unquote sense, but you know, some people don't have the gift of spiritual depthness. Some people don't have the gift of spiritual awareness. They just don't have the gift of anything spiritual. You know what I mean? They're all in their mind, and maybe that's their gift, and it's fine. But for you and yours is your intuition and what your spirit is telling you. Because listen, Pisces, how often are you wrong? When you know what you know something, you may not be able to prove it, but in your heart you know, and then later on you found out you were 100% correct. So, you know, listening to that. Now, you do have the Seven of Cups here coming up for your present, so you're going to have some options, but the river, the water is only flowing into one cup. And that's the cup that you want to choose. The other cups are empty. They're dry. They have nothing going into it, nothing coming out of it. But the cup that is flowing, that's what you need to choose. So whether it's a person or a relationship, choose what is choosing you. Choose what's flowing. Choose what's feeding you. Choose what's growing. Choose what's, you know, coming into you. All the rest of it, it's just fluff. It's just space. It don't really matter. Now, for your likely outcome in love, again, you got the Hanged Man. So this is you just kind of chilling. You know what I mean? This is you getting your enlightenment. This is you sitting back and watching and getting a different perspective. Sometimes the best thing we can do is absolutely nothing. And I feel like for you this week in love, that's exactly what you're being guided to do. Because like I said, this is you in your secondary showing up. So it's really personal. And so for whatever your love status or situation is, this week is going to be important for you to just relax. Sit back and watch how many answers come to you. Watch how many revelations come your way. You just get this, when you keep your hands out of it, you receive this enlightenment that, sometimes when we're involved in things, we're too in depth or we're too involved, we can't see. But when you step back, scale it back, it's like, oh my gosh, is that really happening? Yep, it is. So sometimes it's your fight, sometimes it's not. This week, just sit back and watch. For your career in your recent past, we got the Three of Cups, which I love this card because this is like we're all celebrating. Work is going great. You got something to do. You got something to do. You got something to do. We're all making it happen together. Yay. It's winning. In your current for work or career, you have the Queen of Wands. So definitely manifesting. You're making something happening this week. You're making it happen. The Queen of Wands is basically Superwoman in my opinion. She's very charismatic. She's a strong leader. She's the type of person who you will see her working side by side with the workers. You will see her sitting up on her throne. And you'll see her everywhere doing everything. And whether this is you and your energy or somebody else, this Queen of Wands is very, very, very inspiring because she doesn't just say, oh, I want things to happen. No, she actually gets in there to make things happen. And people really respect her because they've seen her in the trenches. They've seen her on the throne. They've seen her everywhere. So she's not one of those untouchables. She's not one of those who just talks out of her ass. No, she's been there. She's done that. So she knows how important it is. And she knows that people are watching her. So she wants to lead by a great example. And baby, does she ever. So this could be you or somebody that you work with. But this Queen of Wands, you will absolutely know her. Because she makes it look effortless. She makes it look easy. Because all the while she's doing all this manual labor, she's also looking like a 10. So it's like, wow, how are you doing all this? And you look so good. Are you even sweating? Oh my gosh. So your likely outcome in career, you have the Tower, my favorite card of the deck. So something it's not that it's unexpected. You will definitely, especially you Pisces, you will get your warnings, you will get your signs, you will see the light. First you'll hear the thunder, you'll see the clouds, then it'll start raining, then the lightning strikes. So it's like all these different actions are happening in your career that lets you know something's really about to change. It's going to be instant. It's going to be chaotic. It's going to cause a fallout. But the best thing about the Tower card, I always want to say tarot, but it's Tower. It's both. But anyway, the best thing about the Tower card is that it does strike down the things that needed to be struck down. So what you have left is clear ground, clear space, solid foundation. Now we can do it right. Before it wasn't right. It was built to be temporary. After the fallout, it's built to be lasting forever. So whatever this career thing is, when it happens, just know that it's your blessing. For your finances in your recent past, you got the Two of Pentacles. Okay. Current week, oh, you got the Devil. Oh Lord, in your finances, which is the major arcana of Capricorn. So you have you here, you have a Capricorn here, water signs, fire signs, and earth signs are here so far. For your likely outcome in finances, you got the Ten of Cups. Okay, let's talk about it then. It's a little bit of a hiccup. Oh, you have air signs, so everybody's here. Financially though, this week, recently, I feel like, yeah, you've just been kind of juggling. You've been juggling, the bills that you need to pay, and then the luxuries that you want, things that make you feel very passionate and very happy about. That's what the Two of Pentacles is, finding that balance of what you want versus what you need in your recent past, and doing a good job, because thing with the Two of Pentacles, she's juggling, she's handling both, but she also knows when she needs to just stop and just take a break and not do neither for a minute. Just kind of see where she's at financially. And I feel like with the Devil here in your current for this week, yeah, you might be indulging a bit on some things that possibly you're addicted to, whether it's drugs or some other kind of indulgence. It could be sex, it could be, just impulsive shopping, or just really overspending because that's what the devil does. This guy is quote unquote strung to the devil, but he's really not. These aren't even chains. These are strings, and this string is even broken. So it's really nothing that you have to do. It's just things that you're indulging in. And the danger is that, you know, when you're spending money on things that you really don't need, it's impulsive, it's in the moment, and you do it because it feels good. But then sometimes when we look back, it's like, damn, I shouldn't have spent that much. I shouldn't have bought that. I didn't even need that. You look in your closet and you already have 3 of it. So it's like, damn, I just spent all this money on something that I really didn't need. And then something may come up where you actually do need the money for it, and now you don't have it because of the impulsive spending that you did. So keep your receipts this week. That's all I'm going to say. Because you got the 10 of Cups, which is like, okay, well, you know, even after the impulsiveness, you still, at the end of the day, have exactly what you need and more. Your family's taken care of. There's food on the table. There's money in the bank. Electricity's on. Like, you know, you're still able to meet your financial needs and obligations for your family and for yourself. So yeah, you might get a little crazy, but I don't think it's gonna hurt you too much either. It's like, I'm hearing there's more where that comes from. You know what I mean? So, okay, you know, we all do it. It happens. We get a little excited and spend what we spend. But then it's like, oh, but hold on. You're good. You got an nest egg. You got plenty in your account. So, really, no big deal. But moving forward, you might want to think before you make those kind of impulsive buys again. That's what I have for you, my darling Pisces. I hope this one blessed you. Like, subscribe, share. I'll talk to you soon.